Yes guys, how's it going? Kenny, FindsNFlipz here again today. Hope you're all keeping well. Got a what's sold on eBay video for you today. So this is from the 6th of May through to the 19th of May. So we are a couple weeks behind. I'm always a bit behind with these bits of videos, with these types of videos. Got a really sore throat at the moment guys, which is typical because it's my week off. And I've been waiting on a week off from my full-time employment since about October. So yeah, it's just typical that I get a week off and I'm ill, but not much you can do about it. So apologies for the voice in advance. I do also have a new mic that I'm going to test out on this video, so let me know your thoughts. It should mean the audio is clearer, but I need to figure out the settings and stuff like that. I'm not very good at those sort of things, but hopefully it's good enough for you. But yeah, we'll jump straight into it guys. A few bangers today, so stay tuned to the end. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a second. So the first sale of the period was this diabolical flip All Saints shirt. I bought on the 28th of October. I bought it for $3.99 and it sold for £12, giving £2.22 profit after fees and delivery. If you are new to these videos, I usually just say the price it was sold. I don't mention fee breakdowns or anything like that. Let's say about 20% usually. I do offer free returns on everything, and I do offer free 3-day postage on pretty much all of my items. There is the occasional one that I do charge postage, but most of them are free postage. Now this one actually got returned for the most stupid reason. The photos are what the garment is. However, he said it looked better than the photos, and then took a photo and then sent the photo as the return, and it looked exactly the same in his photo. So I'll put a photo here of what he said and you can see it and you can make your own comparison, but I think it was one of those where he was trying to get free returns, not realising that I offered free returns. Next up is another one of these Adidas joggers. If you watched the last video, you knew I picked up 10 of these in a bundle off another reseller. They're not doing too great. So it was £2.50 cost price. It was £25 for 10 pairs of joggers. £2.50 cost price. These sold for a tenner. £2.72 profit. So the first two items of the week weren't great at all. However, it gets better. Next are these Diesel jeans, Diesel Macro Will. These ones, I had 2 pairs of these exactly the same, and a lot of watchers. Eventually they did sell. However, I made a massive mistake. I sent the wrong pair. I had 2 the exact same. One was slightly lighter colour. Now, luckily, I realised my mistake almost straight away once I'd sent them. I messaged the buyer. I said, look, these are exactly the same model, exactly the same size. They're just a slightly lighter tint. Let me know if there's any issues, and if you want to return them, you can obviously get a free refund. And he didn't even reply to the message, so I think he's happy with the product, which is good. Anyway, these were bought for £6.85 in April. They sold for £34.99, so after fees and delivery it was £18.45 profit, which is very good. These Levi 510 jeans, these were bought for £7 on the 6th of April. They sold for £17.50, giving £4.60 free profit after fees and delivery. Said it on the last one, Levi's aren't great at the moment. Don't know what the issue is. They've tanked in value. Before you could maybe get £23–25-ish. Now they're not worth barely anything. They're not worth picking up. Especially, I went into a charity shop today and they had 5 pairs of Levi's. They've had these same Levi's for about 2 weeks and they were selling them at £20. And I was like, you know what, good luck to you. I can't even get £20 for them because they weren't even 501s. So yeah, that's a rant for another video. However, yeah, £4.63 profit on this one. Next up is the Little Book of Mocktails, a delicious alcohol-free recipes for any occasion. This was bought for 10p out of that charity shop deal that I've went through in the previous videos where they were doing 10 books for £1. This, I think I just picked up to sort of make up the numbers. Anyway, this sold for £4.40. Delivery on this one was £1.90 and I got £1.30 free profit on that one. Calvin Klein hoodie. This was from a diabolical hoodie bundle I got off a wholesaler that I won't name. I think some people may know who they are. It's It's not one of the ones that I've done the unboxing for, but I know people have had a similar situation as this, and the quality has not been great. Anyway, bought out a hoodie bundle in September. This sold for $9.45, given $4.77 in my pocket after delivery. Obviously, you need to take off the cost of goods. I can't really remember at this point what it is, but I maybe be lucky to make 50p on that. Nebula Award Stories. This was another book, again out of the 10 for a pound bundle, so this was 10p. It sold for $8.50, given a profit of £4.05. So this was picked up in March. These Engelbert Strauss shorts, cargo shorts. I'd never heard of this brand before until I picked up 2 pairs of these shorts on the same day. These were picked up on the 5th of May. Now these are definitely a bit of a bolo, to be fair guys. I think it's workwear for people in the tools, grafters, that sort of thing. Anyway, these were bought for a £5 on the 5th of May and they sold for £30, giving a profit of £17.29 after fees and delivery, which is not bad at all. And they sold pretty much instantly as well. This Rohan assignment jacket. Rohan, the first Rohan of the day. You know how much I love my Rohan. Anyway, this didn't do as well as I would have expected. I bought it off of Vinted for $11.29 again on the 5th of May, and it sold for $26.99, giving £8.44 profit. These Levi jeans, another pair of Levi's jeans. These were bought for $4.36 and they sold for $17.30. However, I did have £4.50 postage on these for some reason. I think it's because they've been hanging about for quite a while. This was before I sort of changed over to the free postage model. These were bought in September, so they gave a profit of $9.57. Delivery on this one was slightly higher because when I do paid postage, I do Royal Mail, as opposed to when I do free postage, I do Every. Just because Royal Mail is a slightly better service, and if they're paying for it, they might as well get it. Anyway, $9.57 profit on these ones. This one was another disaster. $3.50 cost price. Sold for, again this had delivery on it, so it was an older one. $14.35 in total it sold for, giving £4.13 profit, and I've had this one since January. This Galvin Green cap. This came out of a Boom Wholesale boxed accessories box that I unboxed on the video. This was probably the only good thing in the whole box, to be fair. The rest was absolute garbage. Anyway, this sold for £20. After fees and delivery it was $15.28. So minus cost of goods, not much profit at all. I think I potentially ran a loss on that Boom Wholesale order, the accessories. There's a Burberry scarf that will take it over. Apart from that, yeah, won't be doing accessories again. These Rohan trousers, Rohan again, Rohan Elite this time, £8.24. I bought these for in April. They sold for £25, giving £8.87 profit. This COS shirt, bought for £4 back in August, so this one did hang about for a while, to be fair. It sold for £12.50 and it only gave £2.60 profit. So not a great one there either. But I'm obviously not glad I'm not making much money, but when this stuff shifts that hasn't been sitting about for ages, it's a lot better than sitting gathering dust in my flat. This book, Silver Skull book, this was bought out of the bundle of books, so 10 for a pound, so 10p this one was. Sold for $7.50, so it gave $2.74 profit-ish. Yeah, not bad, not amazing. More Rohan, the Rohan Roamers this time. This is brand new with tags. So I bought a big bundle of brand new with tags Rohan stuff off the seller on Vinted. So it was an average cost price of $16.23, and they were bought on the 1st of May. Sold for £40, giving $13.63 profit. So yeah, decent. Yeah, this book, now this is a bit of a sad story, to be fair. This is probably about a £70–80 book. However, I bought it on Vinted for a pound on the 27th of April. Pound plus postage, obviously. And she put it in a plastic bag and then sent it. It was like a Sainsbury's bag, and it came and it was absolutely ruined. Like, look, It looks like someone's taken a bite out of it, and it damaged the pages, and yeah, it was really disappointing. So put in a complaint. I said, look, this book is really damaged, it's been poorly packaged. I was just looking for my money back. I didn't know that the seller didn't get their money. I thought maybe Every was going to take the hit, but they didn't. Anyway, yeah, so technically the cost price on this was £0. It's still sold, and it went to Luxembourg of all places, so it sold for £34.99, and it gave a profit of £26.96 after fees and delivery. But I was absolutely gutted. I was so excited. It was probably going to be my best ever vintage snipe, and it came and it was damaged, and I was like, out of all the packages to be damaged, why does it need to be this one? But yeah, still £26, which isn't bad. If you've ever seen the Boondocks, really funny, like cartoon show. Another book, Nutrition and Physical Degeneration. I bought this from a charity shop. It was in one of my videos, I think. This was bought for £1 on the 4th of May. It sold for £24, and it had to go as a small package because it was over a kilo, so delivery was slightly higher. £15.43 profit after fees and delivery, however. So for a book, that's exactly what you're looking for. None of these £3, £2. Yeah, nice and easy. I said it before, you just scan the barcode, pre-populates pretty much all the information, and you just take a photo and then it sells. I'm making it sound like it's easier than it is, but happy days. Another pair of these joggers, £2.50 cost price. These sold for £12, £5.27 profit after fees and delivery. This Camel Active bag, I charged delivery on this one because it was slightly bigger and needed to go as a sort of, I think it was a medium package to be fair, because it was quite long. Anyway, this was bought on the 11th of May for £8. It sold for £31.20 in total, giving £14.07 profit. And it actually sold the same day I listed it as well, which was really, really good. It means I've potentially undersold it a bit, but it was missing the shoulder strap, as I say, so it was just like a carry-all. So I thought maybe take a few pounds off what the last soles were with the strap. Well, maybe I could have just asked for the full price, who knows. Anyway, waffling a bit, £14 profit is still pretty good. It's Rohan shirt. This was bought for £5 back in November. It sold for £26.99, giving £13.11 profit. These diesel jeans, these are just the basic diesel jeans, nothing to shout about. It's not like the Larkies, I think, are the most sought after and stuff like that. Wakey as well, is that another one? Anyway, these were bought for £5 in April. They sold for £20, giving £8.04 profit. This Rohan smock overhead jacket, I was really disappointed by this. This was bought on Vinted as well. I bought this for £8.44 on Vinted. Now he described it as good, very good condition. Only took photos of the front of the jacket. That should have been my warning signs. I should have asked for a photo of the back of the jacket. But the front of the jacket was in really good condition. However, the back of the jacket had one burn hole. There was multiple burn holes, yeah, another one there. I didn't notice this until I hit everything's okay. And once you hit everything's okay on Vinted, you can no longer get your money back. So I was stuck with it. Anyway, it sold for £15. So I made 51p profit on this one. I just really wanted it gone. I was quite disappointed. I only bought it on the 5th of May, so only hung about for a wee while. But I don't like having damaged stock on the store, especially not stuff with burn holes, because it just looks unprofessional. So get it away nice and cheap. This is the second pair of those Engelbert Strauss shorts that I mentioned. Now these ones were only £4 because this button just here was gone, so I think they've just made them £1 cheaper. Anyway, so these were £4. They also sold for £30, however, so they gave £18.29 profit, which was really good. These Foul Raven trousers. Now, if you saw one of my Whatnot to eBay unboxing videos, I had heaps of these. They're now all gone, and they sold within like a week, which was amazing. £15.76 cost price on this. This sold for £50. So 20 free, 70 free profit, which is absolutely amazing. I sent it track 24, track 48, sorry, so it's 339, just because again it's a better service, and when they pay more money, I don't mind giving them a better service, because it's only like 50-60p more realistically, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, 20 free, 70 free profit, so absolutely amazing. That's St Michael's coat. This was a bit of a fail. It was bought for £2.99 on the 13th of April, sold for £14.99, giving £6.50 profit. These Foul Raven trousers, again, another pair. This was a 28 waist, so it wasn't quite as valuable. £15.76 cost price, because it was an average and it came out the same bundle. These sold for £42, so it's £17.26 profit on this one. Still very, very good. Ralph Lauren polo shorts, golf, summer, all the keywords. £2.49 cost price on this, bought back in April, sold for £18.88, giving £10.31 profit. These Rohan Summit trousers, they were bought for £7.72 on the 22nd of March. They sold for £21.25, giving £10.59 profit. So another pair of Rohan's walking trousers. I keep saying, get them listed, get them sold. These Hugo Boss jeans, I couldn't actually find these on my spreadsheet, so I don't know why they weren't there. Anyway, I normally pay a maximum of £7 for these, so let's go £7 for talking's sake, but I don't know how long I've had them. They sold for £18, so roughly £8.06 profit on these ones. This D squared cap, this came out of the Boom Wholesale's accessories box again. It was all damaged and horrible, and yeah, it didn't look nice unfortunately, so I didn't really know what to price it at. Anyway, it sold for £16, so after delivery it's £10.35 in my pocket, but then you obviously need to deduct the cost of goods, as I say. These Levi's 502s, paid well over the odds for these, £9.50 at the end of April, but they sold for £26.99 and they gave a profit of £9.26 profit, which is decent. This women's Scotland rugby top, brand new with tags. It was bought on the 28th of March for £4.50. I couldn't see one like this listed anywhere. I even done a Google search, couldn't see it, so I wasn't too sure what to price it on as. Anyway, priced at £22.50. Probably should have priced it higher. I had an auto accept on, I think it was like £20 auto accept. It sold pretty much instantly. I haven't took ages to list it just because I didn't know how to list it or like the year or anything like that, and eventually I was just like, let's just put it up and see if it goes. Anyway, it did go £9.05 profit after fees and delivery, which maybe could have gone more, but no point dwelling in the past. This Huff shirt, now yes, interesting story about this one. So I bought this on the 30th of September for £3.50. I got a message off a buyer. No, sorry, I sent an offer to the buyer, and then he came back and he was like, I sent an offer at £18 and he was like, I'm not going to pay £18 for something I was almost certain is mine. I was like, what do you mean? And then he was like, this is mine, I lost this. And then he gave the city that I'm based in and the sort of area and stuff like this. He's like, I lost this shirt and I had the same missing button and I lost it around this time. And everything was adding up. I was like, oh, and he'd sent an offer previously that auto declined, so I didn't see that. And then he was like, so he was either a chancer trying to get a shirt that he previously had, or this was actually his shirt. And excuse me, sorry, it was too much of a coincidence for it not to be his shirt. Anyway, you know, eBay's the Wild West sometimes, so you need to take things at face value. I said to him, send me a picture of you wearing that shirt and we can strike a deal. And he did. I'm not gonna show the picture because he did have his kid in the picture, so I don't think that's right. I'll try crop it out and I'll just put the shirt, nothing else. Anyway, yeah, it sold. So we came to agreement, £10, just because I thought it would make a good story. And I think it does make a good story because I've potentially reunited someone with their with their item of clothing. He said he lost it on a night out, and he was like, I'm not saying you stole it, and I was like, well, good, because I almost definitely didn't steal it. I bought it in a charity shop, but it still gave me a profit of £1.12, which was great. So I think, I said to him as well, I was like, there's a good chance you've left that in a nightclub, or you left that somewhere, and it's not been claimed, and they've just given it to charity, the local charity shop, and it's then been sold. Anyway, it's back to his buyer, it's back to his original owner, and he's left me some positive feedback, which is good. But that's a good story to tell. That's pretty cool. This Nike Tech hoodie, this was bought for £8 back in February. It sold for £20, giving £5.75 profit. Overcoming Trauma Through Yoga book, 50p cost price. This sold for £9. It gave £4.01 profit. Said before, I don't really mind having less profit on books just because they're so easy to list. This Puma hoodie, this was from the same bundle from the wholesaler that I mentioned earlier in the video. So I've had it since September. It sold for £9, so £4.58 in my pocket after fees and delivery. So potentially made a loss on that. It was so bad. Oh, should I name and shame them? Should I name and shame them? Was it Tonks Boutique? If they're watching this video, you can name and shame them, because we had this conversation. Put it in the chat. Call them out, put them on blast. I don't want to be the one to do it, but do it if you want. Nike Air Max trainers. These were bought for £8.24 on the 1st of August 2023, so they've been kicking about for a while. Sold for £28, £10.66 profit. PRPS jeans. Now these are new to me as well. They're a bit of a bolo as well. Be on the lookout for these. Yeah, Selvage Denim. I think they're the Japanese brand, something like that. Never heard of them before. These were bought for £6 on the 27th of April, and they sold for £35, giving £20.56 profit. Now these were even a little bit damaged. If these weren't, see just here, I've got a zoomed in photo. Yeah, just here. If they weren't like that, could have maybe got 45ish for them. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for this one. This bundle of books, $2.43 cost price. Yeah, it was bought. I bought these at the start of this month, so the start of May. Bought tons of books off someone on Vinted, like absolutely tons. So it worked out about $2.43. They sold for $15, and I gave me £6.43 profit, which is decent enough for a bundle of books. You just stick it in a box and send it off. Rohan, the last Rohan of the video, $13.39 cost price. These are the Trailblazer shorts, so $13.39 cost price on the 3rd of May. Sold for £32, giving £9.01 profit. And to end the video, a terrible buy. This was bought on the 9th of April 2023, so I've had these for over a year, and it was bought for £6.67, so it must have been off of Vinted with the numbers and stuff like that. £6.67. Sold for £28.60, and it was £4.50. Actually, so charging delivery because it's an older item. Anyway, gave a profit of £13.62, which isn't too bad, but I've had it for over a year, and it went global shipping program over to the United States of America. So yeah, that was the final sale on eBay over that 2-week period. So over the 2-week period on eBay, we sold 42 items, decent enough, giving a profit of £401. Now obviously most of that will get reinvested. I'll maybe take out 150 of that for myself, and then obviously some of that will need to go on taxes and blah 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 blah. But I could, if I wanted to, I could take out that full £400. But I'm trying to scale the business a little bit at the moment. Obviously there is other platforms as well that I am selling on, so that number is higher on a weekly basis. However, the average profit per item is £9.55. Still not quite where I want to be. I want to be over the £10 mark. Obviously there were a few items in there that's really brought that down. That Rohan thing that only made 50p, There was a couple other things that was only a couple pound. The Huff shirt was only £1, but ideally I want to be increasing that to about over 10, ideally 15ish, because it's less work for more money. I mean, last week it is technically higher than the last video we done from the last 2 week periods, which is £9.31. However, yeah, it needs to be higher. So my main focus at the moment is spending more on quality stock and getting higher average sale prices, because I could be sitting on 3-4 sales a day making £40 profit, or I can make one sale on £40 profit. Which would you rather? I'd rather make the one sale and do less work and make more money. But it's not as easy as that, is it, guys? Let's be honest. You're not going to go out every day and find stuff that's going to make you £30-40 profit. Sometimes bread and butter stuff does pay the bills, but the average selling price, the average profit needs to be higher than £9.58. That's no good. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Apologies for my voice. I had to stop this recording about 5 times and go again and cough. Yeah, my throat is killing me. Although I bought this spray, Ultra Chloroseptic. It's fantastic. You're only allowed to spray it once every 2 hours, but you spray it and it goes away instantly, the sore throat. So yeah, that's not sponsored, but if you ever get sore throat, get that bought. But yeah, anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing, leave me a thumbs up, let me know your thoughts, leave a comment down below. Let's start a conversation. Yeah, and just let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye bye.